Oh, that O'Connor. O'Connor's on fire for the Pens. Yeah.
How old is he?
I don't
The
know.
DOC.
What's that?
Daniel,
The
right?
DOC. That's Drew O'Connor.
Drew O'Connor. Yeah. He's taking advantage, man. And he might be able to get to play with, he might be able to get a bump in the lineup there and potentially play with Sid at some point. So,
oh, you get with Sid, you go straight to Toasty Land like Gensel did for a while. Old Sid just kind of sets that whole thing up. Quick question, Rupper. Yeah. I missed this, but do you play those drums or those not your drums?
Those are for show. Those are for show. I'm not musically inclined whatsoever, but yeah, no, I don't play them. Hey, I got a Sid story for you though, Pat. You'll like this before you.
Yes, this is what hockey talk should be. Sidney Crosby stories for an hour and a half, 2 hours.
All right, so
story time from Uncle Rupper.
So I'm sitting there.
Florida Rupper.
I sign with the Penguins, right? And so I'm coming from New Jersey, and I'm a depth guy, right? Third, fourth line guy. I was at that time I wasn't providing much offense. I was fighting, getting hits, and being a role guy. So I'm a free agent, and Ray Shiro, the GM at the time, calls me, and he's like, "Hey, here's the deal. This is what we got here in Pittsburgh. We've got 3 centermen. We got Crosby, we got Malkin, we've got Jordan Stahl. The way we like to roll our lines is we'll roll lines 1, 2, 3, and then line 4, we like to just recycle one of the centermen into the 4th line, and you'll be a winger on that 4th line. So theoretically, you'll play, X amount of minutes on the 4th line with your 4th line center, and then you're going to play half the time with either Sid, Gino, or Stalzy. That sounds like a pretty good deal. So I go there, and next thing you know, bud, like it's fucking December. And this is like the little kid in me, and because I wasn't this type of guy. I'm looking in the standings of the, you got your pregame reading material, whatever. I'm fucking like tied for a goal scoring lead for the Pittsburgh Penguins with Evgeny Malkin and Sidney Crosby on the team. It's December. It's almost Christmas. I'm like, this is unbelievable. I love it. These guys were hooking me up. With tap-ins. Gino said to me the one shift, shit you not, we're playing against the Philadelphia Flyers, and I'm like, hey, Gino, when you go here, you want me to go here? He goes, Rupper, go to the net, put your stick down. I go to the net, he passes the puck, stick in the net, swear to God. And so I'm getting numbers from these guys. My agent calls me, and he goes, hey, Rupper, we got to talk, bud. You got 12 goals. It's Christmas. He goes, you're playing yourself into a different caliber come free agency. So let's just get your mind right. The last half of the season, you're gonna be the guy to go after in free agency. I'm like, oh, cool, man. I can't wait. This is awesome. Best decision I ever made. That was halfway through the season. I scored 1 fucking goal the next 40 games. And it was right back to the 4th line. I'm like, son of a bitch. Like it got in my head. It got in my head with those guys. But playing with those guys, man, they'll blow up your numbers.
That's what I thought about that with Gensel, because his contract was up or something. And I was like, I'd rather take less money, I think, to play on Sid's line when Sid is going to continue to make it if you're going to make it to another contract, as opposed to potentially going and taking the money grab elsewhere, because it's probably a much different world. And that's the thing. And people know. I grew up in hockey time. I know hockey. All right, let's not get crazy here. But Sidney is such an incredible player because it never feels like he's trying to put himself over. He's always trying to make the play for somebody else. And if he has to, okay, I guess I'll snipe one, or I guess I'll put it on the back of my stick and do the Michigan around if I have to. Like, it always feels like he's trying to set somebody else up. And I think that is why I appreciate him so much.